You know, in the Second World War, okay, the Allied, there's something that we call the Allied that actually fought against the Nazis, okay. So they actually seized some weapons, okay. I'm talking about the Allied now, okay. They actually get some Nazis weapons, okay, in their possession. Now, when you take a look at the weapons have serial number. Okay, the weapon actually have a serial number. Okay, now of course the serial number maybe let me be specific. Okay, maybe the serial number found uh, 11. I'm just assuming 292, 116, um, maybe 51. Maybe these are the serial numbers found. I'm just assuming. Okay, if these are the serial numbers found and the Allied are trying to figure out what would be the maximum number. Of course, if the Allied are trying to figure out what the maximum number is, because the idea is just like we take a look at the serial number. The serial number is just like that is according to how the something is produced. Like this is going to be the 11 means okay 11 numbers of such weapons have been produced, and they want to know the maximum, what the maximum number is going to be. And if they want to know the maximum number is going to be, do you know the idea? Which means they want to know the capacity of weapons in Nazi cell arsenal. And if they want to figure out that they can use the idea of other statistics, this is just a sample. Okay, this is not the minimum. 11 here is not the minimum of all the weapons produced, but the 11 that we can see here is the minimum in our sample. Does that make sense now? It's a minimum in our sample. And the question now is, why is it that we cannot use spies? Okay. Why is it that we cannot use those who will just go and spy for us? Those who will go and spy, of course, they basically going to be misled by the propaganda of the Nazis, because the Nazis will have a way to inflate, in order to scare enemy. They can actually inflate the number of weapons they produce. So in this case, we can trust the statistician the more, okay, compared to the spices. So what I'm trying to tell you now, what we want to do today, the idea of other statistics can actually be used to figure out what the maximum number is going to be, okay, which means the maximum number become a random variable. The minimum, at times you may be looking for minimum. Okay, the minimum number becomes a random variable. The median number becomes a random variable. In a situation where the maximum number become a random variable, the minimum number become a random variable. Of course, if the minimum and the maximum become a random variable, the range is also going to be a random variable, because the range is the difference between the largest and the smallest. Does that make sense? It's also going to be a random variable, and as a result of that, we need a probability distribution for them. So what I'm going to walk you through today, I'm going to derive the probability distribution for the minimum. What do I want to use it for? Because I may want to find the average of the minimum, because minimum becomes a random variable. Okay, I will also need the probability distribution of the maximum, because we may need the average of the maximum, because the maximum becomes a random variable. Okay, so those are the things I'm going to walk you through today. Now,